Joining me now, Republican Congressman Doug Collins of Georgia. He was in this race at one point. Congressman, good to see you tonight. Thank you for being here.
No problem, Martha. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too. So, obviously, you support Kelly Loeffler, the Republican candidate in this. What do you think she has to accomplish tonight?
She just has to make sure that she presents the contrast that's there. There's a contrast between a conservative and a conservative vision for this government, continuing on helping small business, helping our economy, making sure our military is strong. And again, let's take it back also. This is a Georgia seat, although it's a national implication. This is about our military bases here in Georgia, which Raphael Warnock has really not stood with our military and actually come out against. It's about taking a stand for our military and our police. But I do have to say one thing on the previous segment when he talked about Ossoff, saying that if the Republicans won this, it'd be bitter partisanship. I'm not sure what planet he's on, but bitter partisanship is all that we have seen from the Democrats over the last 2 years. And if that's what he is talking about, then we don't need liberal leftist bitter politics. We need to make sure that conservatives can stay in control so we can help our country. That's what this is about tonight. And Kelly Loeffler needs to make that distinction clear between her and Raphael Warnock.
Yeah. What about David Perdue, the incumbent senator who chose not to debate? They debated twice in the prior race in the run that led to this runoff, and Perdue won by 85,000 votes in that race. In most states, that would make him the senator of the next term as well. But there's the empty podium. Does this hurt him at all?
No, I don't think it does. I think, look, he's debated Jon Ossoff before, and as he has said, if Jon Ossoff, these debates, he has had his chance, and instead of using it to talk about his his views and his debate, he chose to lie about David Perdue. And I think, look, if Jon Ossoff wants to continue to lie about things that David Perdue has done, then he can do it and he can pay for it. They've already had their debates. It's time now for the people to understand that Jon Ossoff is someone who has not ever put Georgia first, or even, frankly, in some of his business dealings, America first. And they know the dealings in the perspective of a 6-year senator who has fought for the state of Georgia time and time again. David Perdue has done that. Yeah. He has earned the vote of the people on January 5th.
So, Congressman, you and I spoke the other night about some of the irregularities that have been brought up in the Georgia presidential election. There's been a lot of division between the governor and the president and the Secretary of State, who's also a Republican, and the president over what happened there and responsibility for what happened there. We also talked about signature matching, which was, something that I think was disturbing to a lot of people when they looked at how it worked in this election. Here's Kelly Loeffler a few days back talking about the way it's going to work on January 5th. Watch this.
We can match signatures, and we absolutely should be verifying them. We should be checking the signatures right now. That's what we're going to do for the January 5th election.
So what did she mean by that? Because when you and I spoke, you said there wouldn't be any changes in the way signature verification is done, and she seems to indicate that she thinks there will be.
Well, I think what she's saying is what I said the other night to you, and that was I think the sunshine that we provided, and also the forcing of the Secretary of State and the local election boards to actually take seriously signature verification. Remember, many of us were very concerned about the consent decree that Secretary of State, the Attorney General, and the Governor all entered into. We believe that it actually weakened the signature verification. But I think what we have highlighted here over the last few weeks, and what Senator Loeffler, I believe, is talking about as well, is that we know that this is important to the Georgia voter. This is important to the American voter, that those signatures are absolutely corrected to the actual register of the voter itself, not just to a simple signature that may be on file, such as the application for an absentee ballot. And so we're making sure, and that's what we're going to have, and I'm hopefully the governor who's asked for this as well, and I hope he'll continue to do so, will actually provide more volunteers to make sure that those signatures are not just verified to the easiest signature, but to the right signature, and that being the one that the original signature for them to register to vote.
I mean, that's for sure. That seems pretty important. We'll see how they're able to navigate that in this and whether or not there's any difference from what we saw last time. A lot of people very upset about what they saw in the Georgia election on November the 3rd. Congressman, thank you. Great to see you tonight. Thanks for being here.
Thanks. Take care, Martha. Have a good one.